All right, DJs, welcome back. It's your boy Boston Capper with the God of Golf self, Steve Shermer, with very special guest Brian Kirschner. Brian, you've been potting your balls off tonight. This is what it sounds like. So hopefully you got some takes for the people.
Yeah, I got takes. I don't think I've ever done 3 pods in a row before, but always excited to talk with you gentlemen. Always look forward to this pod during the week and all the other shows you do. So I'm glad we could talk about the multitude of golf that's going on this week. Even though I was not invited to the Live preview show, I'm fine just talking about the Memorial if that's what you guys want.
We'll talk about Live too, because I have given 0.0 attention to Live. So Steve's gonna walk me through the course, and that's when I'll start taking my attention to it.
Okay. Sweet. Well, I mean, Brian, you are our good luck charm. It seems like either every time I'm on your show, I hit an outright, or when you're on our show, you hit the double like you did at the Houston Open. So there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure on us this week. It has not been a great year for your boy, but I think we're going to turn it around this week at the Memorial. Having you on here, you are the slump buster yourself. We are going to get it going this week. So
no, I'm glad. I guess when we're all together, like one of us hits a bet. It's just a matter of who it's actually going to be this given week. I hope it's me.
I like thinking of BK as a fucking slump buster. Steve, I don't know if you know. But,
yes, I know what a slump buster is. Yes.
All right. I don't know. BK might take offense to that.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what a slump buster is?
Like, I mean, it's someone that's like gets you out of slump, but I don't know if you're talking about it in a different way.
I mean, there's an R-rated version, and then there's like the PG-13.
What's the R-rated version?
Capper, you want to take it away?
Yeah. I mean, look, reality is just a fat girl that you fuck to get you back.
Okay. I've been there. Like, we've all been there. It's fine. Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
All right. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, you've been podding for 2 straight hours. You've said a lot of takes. What's the hottest take you have said tonight?
I think the hottest take I've said tonight, and this is 100% legit. I'm not even joking. I am not scared of Scotty Scheffler outside the months of February, March, and April. Genuinely. Like, he does not deserve to be talked about in the same regard as Tiger and Brooks and Rory and DJ until he wins one event he hasn't won before, and 2, an event outside the 3-month stretch.
I love it.
March, April, and February.
Okay. So, I mean, this is in contrast to when you're on for the Houston Open. You said you were terrified of Scotty.
What month was it?
It was March, actually. So that is batting 100% so far. I mean, technically he won the Hero World Challenge.
Doesn't count, not a sanctioned PGA Tour event.
That's true, and it's basically,
I also saw he has not won a PGA Tour event above, like, in the northern part of the country. All his wins have been in the southern part of the United States, southeast part of the United States.
These are great trends you're bringing right now. I love that hot take there.
Yeah.
So
no, I like, because the guest I had on, he's like, I'm thinking about betting Scotty 4-1. How is he going to lose? No.
What?
No. Out.
I mean, we literally just saw him lose it at Colonial, on Sunday there, getting stared down by Davis Riley.
It was May.
Of all people.
It was May.
Exactly. It was May. So there you go. All right. So I guess, other than the trend of Scotty cannot win outside the months of February, March, and April, I guess what are you looking for this week with the Memorial as far as like types of players, trends? What's your general theme this week? Fill out your betting.
Yeah, I'm honestly bet a ton of guys that are in good ball striking form and that have been playing well. I mean, I think that's kind of what you do every week. But I think this week, like more in particular, like I'm just not willing to take chances on guys that aren't in good form. And I don't know if Steve, you would agree, like this place has kind of rewarded a lot of guys that were quote unquote that were having good seasons, but didn't have wins, like Hovland, last year, Cantlay and Rahm, they both won it in the same year.
They both did not win. That was not a fucking win for Cantlay. That is absolute bullshit. It wasn't due, and he got Player of the Year because of that bullshit.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. But yeah, like I think, like big time good players win here, other than Billy Ho, and like I expect the same this week.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that was the one name I was going to mention that he kind of came out of nowhere. He was playing not very good, and then apparently found something the week of the Memorial and ended up winning that week. We are going to get a little bit of weird weather this week. Looks like a little bit of wind that can make it a little unpredictable. So I don't know. We'll see. I thought there was a lot of really good options between like 40-1 and like 65-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is something I was surprised. It feels like I haven't seen that in a while. It feels like everything just has been just so jammed, under like 40-1 or so. But it seems like, the top three guys on the odds board, it's kind of let some guys drift a little bit. And there's some guys I like over 40-1 this week.
Like Cam Young?
No, not like Cam Young. Our producer sent a text message to Matt Gannon, Capper, and I last week saying that we need to go to rehab. Cam Young rehab. I am packing my bags. I will be going very soon. To rehab. It's not great.
Yeah, I mean the guy lost to Pete Malnati. That's really all you have to say.
I love it.
Yeah. All right, Capper. What about you? What are you looking for this week?
I didn't realize it's the same shit, right? Just so I want somebody ball striking. Here's the deal. I fucking hate these signature events. I hate them. I just don't get excited for them. Like I love Memorial. Like a couple of my guys have won here. Like, I don't know. It's just a different feeling for the week. I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't. But like, I don't know, ball striking, somebody in good form, but sometimes it doesn't matter. Like it's golf. What are you going to do? I'm so sad that Memorial has a cut. It doesn't have a cut.
It does have a cut.
It does.
Bullshit. It's a fake fucking cut.
Okay, so you just said it doesn't have a cut. It has a cut, but that's not good enough here. What did you guys think about Bobby Mack winning last week?
Oh, that was pretty. I mean, look, happy for Bobby Mack, right?
Like, do you think it was a good bet?
I mean, look, I thought about
I've had a lot of crazy stuff happening off the course for me. I completely spaced on betting Bobby Mack last week. He was a guy I was looking at. And I mean, look, we went into the week saying, okay, Harry Colt, Hamilton Golf and Country Club, Harry Colt, Royal Portrush. Bobby McIntyre finished top 5 there. I remember in 2019, basically that leaderboard kind of predicted what happened at the Open Championship. So, of course, just kind of reverse engineering that. So, I mean, he finished 8th at the PGA. Yeah.
Like I would bet Capper at 80-1 if he finished top 10 at the Open at the PGA. It was like I never would have bet him, but it was honestly a good play. He played well at Myrtle as well. 80-1. He's been putting well. It was a solid bet.
Yeah, it was a solid bet. I'm kind of mad I didn't see it because I was flirting with the first round leader and that was about it. I don't know, but yeah, I thought it was a solid bet. Good for him, man. I like Bobby Mack.
He's kind of a dick. Whatever.
Why's he kind of a dick?
He was complaining that the drone was against him.
I'd be irritated about the drones too. He had his dad on the bag, dude. He brought his dad over because he was homesick. He hadn't been away from Scotland for so long. I know you never fucking leave home, so you don't know what feeling homesick feels like.
Sure.
But when you leave home, sometimes you miss it, and so he missed it.
So he's not an asshole because he was homesick.
Why? Because he didn't like fucking drones flying in his face. I wouldn't like it either.
No, he's a huge red ass. I mean, I remember him getting in, I think it was maybe Aaron Wise's grill for not calling 4 at the Open Championship back in 2019.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he gets in guys' keys.
That was the correct thing to do.
He also looks like such a jabroni. He looks like some random dude that would change your tires. How is he?
I'd rather that than fucking than goddamn Will Zalatoris, skinny as fuck. I don't know.
I think I'm out on Bob.
Same country club. I like Bobby.
It was a good bet. It was a good bet. I'm out on him.
You're out on the guy.
I'm out on the guy.
Well, Boston Capper is officially Team Europe for the Ryder Cup, and that is his boy now.
Let's go,
Bobby Mack. Even though he only got half a point in that round.
It's better what most of the fucking U.S. did. What did Ricky get? How many points did Ricky
Bob
get?
Mack had 2.5 points.
No, he didn't get 2.5.
Yes, he did. I'm 100% positive because I nuked Brian Harmon over Bobby Mack, and Harmon played insane.
Maybe it was
he won his Sunday singles, and I think he won no, I think he had 2.5.
Fine. He won Sunday signals. And I think Justin Rose carried his carcass in one of the teams.
Still, that was which was such.
Sam Burns carried Scotty Scheffler in the
Listen, I'm the Bobby Mack defender on this show. Okay, so relax, BK.
No,
okay,
no.
All right. All right. Why don't we take our? Well, actually, we're not taking a break.
Nope.
So we got those spliced in.
Oh,
Cam.
fine, just say that. Yeah, we're taking our first break.
All right.
Pause.
There you go.
Move on.
All right, Cam. Well, hold on. Let's do the format
Whoa.
layout. Let's not just take BK off of this, okay?
He's too
So
pretty
I
to
know it
take off
doesn't
the-
fit. I know it doesn't fit the graphic here, but we got to have you.
No,
on
it's
here. Okay. All right. So we are gonna play our game. Guess who's the most popular picked? We're still workshopping a name for this bit. BK has seen
It's not a
the
great
charts, but
You guys, this is like I'm out on this segment in general.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
do you guys really think that someone being popular is a reason a 70-1 bet doesn't hit?
No.
Like,
Here's the thing. It's a good check, I feel like, for me, where my head is at.
I think it's good for you because you're not like on Twitter.
Yes.
So
So
I also don't
example,
believe that you should not bet someone because they're popular.
no,
That-
but I also
that-
think too, like when I see last week that Aaron Rye is the most tipped bet golfer, like I think that's maybe a problem.
Yeah,
So-
because that was a horrible bet and it was never
Right.
going to win.
That is why I like this game. Because there are definitely guys like Keegan a couple weeks ago at Colonial. I bet him he was on the most tipped. I thought that was fine. I thought that was fine. But Brian Harmon,
he
same thing
basically
too.
won.
I mean, he finished second. Brian
Basically
Harmon
won.
got off to a good start. He was on my betting card too. I didn't mind. But yeah, like when I see stuff like that, like it's when I start getting too cute and I start going place like, oh, maybe Aaron Rye could do it. And then I seize the most
Okay.
tipped and everybody's got that idea. That's why I like this game. And I think a lot of people like that game too. So I
Okay.
know my
All right.
co-host, though, just vehemently just thinks whoever's on the chart is not going to win. So
Capper.
The BK, the person you need to have an intervention with is Matthew because
I've been like talking to him about, and the thing about Matt is that he'll be like, "Oh, well, I landed on someone so and so because X was on the chart." I'm like, "Shut the no, you didn't. You didn't. It had no impact." But
he literally
won't
cashes
admit
out bets because they're on. Like
Yeah,
when it
no,
comes,
that is crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
But-
Wait, time out. Gannon hedges?
No,
No, he cashes out.
Who hedges? Who cashes out? That's hedging.
no,
Oh, you mean cashes out before
Yeah.
turning. Gotcha.
Okay.
yeah, maybe
Yeah,
listen. Thanks.
I did listen.
All right.
All right.
All right. So we got 7 guys. We'll go quick since BK has already seen it. We got
Okay.
7 guys this week.
right.
Steve, start us off.
All right. I'm going to go with Victor Hovland.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm good at this game.
Yeah, I stink at this game.
You do.
I'll go with another guy on the top of the board. I'll go Morikawa.
Number 2.
Okay.
Wow. Good
All
start,
right.
guys.
All right. How about Russell Henley?
Not on the chart.
Really?
Not on there.
Color
All right.
me shocked.
Corey Connors.
Okay.
Corey Connor's not on there.
Huh.
Striping the ball.
Okay. How
One strike
about
apiece.
Siwoo Kim?
Nope, not even remotely close.
Really?
Nope.
Okay. That's 2 strikes for me.
All right, I'll go Tom Kim.
Nope, not even
Nope.
close.
Okay.
Fuck.
There is a fellow countryman on the chart.
Oh Christ!
Oh
You
no.
can't give him the answer, but go ahead. You can say. it.
That's a good I like the hint aspect on the 3rd strike. I like that.
I mean,
Is
you know
it?
who it is.
How about Justin Thomas?
He
Justin
is on
Thomas.
the chart.
There we
Number
go.
5.
fine. I'll take the free square. Benny N.
He is on
Number
the chart. You have
4.
2 left. I don't think you'll get the next 2 because they're both terrible at golf, and I don't know why anyone's betting them.
There's
Okay.
3.
Oh yeah, there's 3 left. 2 are bad at golf. 1 is good.
How about Sepp Straka?
Wow, he's cheating. Steve
No.
is cheating.
I didn't say
Number 3.
what? Number 3?
Number
Wow.
3. He's so the pie chart.
I get it,
about-
but
He's
man.
about as even as like Benny Ann, Morikawa, Thomas.
Okay. All right.
So there's
All right.
2 left. They're both over 80-1. Neither are good at golf.
Well, all right. Let's go with over 80-1.
They're both
You-
American.
Okay.
Oh well, good. Thank you. I was about to guess somebody else. Oh man, there's a lot of Euros down here and Canadians. This seems dumb. Is it? It can't be. Is it Lucas Glover?
No.
I don't know.
No.
Okay. That's strike
Yes.
3 for you.
Yeah, it's
How
like different.
about they're both American?
Yeah, one is a good putter. The other one has won this season.
Ooh.
Okay. How about Austin Eckroat?
No.
No. All right. Okay.
The
the
last
last
two were
two?
Denny
The last two.
Mack and Davis Riley.
Wait, who was the first one?
Denny Mack.
Denny McCarthy?
Yeah.
Of course.
He has an
Redemption's the
insane
last
course
two.
history here, and that's the only reason people are betting him.
Well, I mean, he did have a second place finish earlier this year.
Second,
So
how many wins does Denny McCarthy have on the PGA
he
Tour?
is 0.
The answer would be 0. The answer would be 0.
Okay.
He stinks at golf, as Brian said.
Yeah, I agree.
Stinks.
Okay.
So does Davis Riley. He fucking sucks.
Okay.
He blows too, but he's at least one.
Twice.
Blind squirrel found a nut. Fucking Denny
Three-time
McCarthy's not
winner,
even a
baby.
blind squirrel.
Okay. All right. Cam, thank you very much. Get off the show here. Okay.
Bye, buddy.
All right, so let's go to the top of the board here. You have already said that Scotty has absolutely no chance of winning. You are on record for that. I don't think there's anything else to say about it because it is the wrong time of the year for Scotty. So
And
we're
wrong
just
part
gonna-
of the country.
Yeah, wrong time of the year, wrong part of the country. Okay. All right, so let me ask you a question.
How weird is it to go to Ohio to play like a good golf course? This is strange.
What?
Ohio, it's the middle of nowhere.
I'm
It's the
with you.
middle of nowhere?
Ohio's a shit state.
Thank you. Thanks, BK.
Terrible state.
Yeah. What the fuck is good in Ohio?
Okay.
Ohio State University.
They eat, what do they call it? Airline chili? What, Skyline
that's in
chili?
Cin-
Or some
that's-
bullshit in
that's-
Cincinnati?
I honestly would.
That's in
love-
Ohio.
I would love to try that. I've seen it. Like I would love to try some Skyline.
Their
chili.
sports teams are terrible. It's a
It's a bad state. It's a bad state.
Bad state.
Okay.
Sorry,
All
I
right.
picked it there.
All right, let's go under 20-1, BK. You got Xander about 9-1, Rory about 10-1, Cal Morikawa 14-1, Hovland 18-1. Did you bet any of those guys this week?
Yeah, I bet Colin.
Okay.
I'm betting the chart. For me, I think he's due for a win. I think he's had a really good season. He's been mixing a ton. We just saw him do it on a Nicklaus golf course that's way easier and longer. So I feel like the fact that he held it together at Valhalla, hitting a lot more long irons, was great for him. The irons were great at Charles Schwab. Has been good here. I just think it's his time. He's too talented to only have won the Zozo in the past like 3 years. So I think Colin gets it done this week at 16-1.
Capper, how you feel about Colin this week?
I'm with BK. I bet him too. First bet. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It does make me a little worried about the wind, like you said, but I don't know. We'll see how bad it gets. But everything BK is right. I mean, look, he's technically won here, not this tournament, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, he's striping the ball. He seems like he's got his head together. That Sunday was just so bad.
Yeah. And the golf,
Just
and like
makes
as
me-
Andy said, the golf gods wouldn't let him win 3 majors just yet. Like he
I
needed some
agree.
time. So I think this is a perfect spot for him to. And like Hovland had an unbelievable year. The year leading up,
Yeah.
finished had a close call at a major, just like Colin. And this was his kind of breakout spot. So yeah, I really like Colin.
Okay. I have not bet
I like
Colin
Colin.
yet, but I am considering it as well. I'm going back to just the formula that kind of worked last year, that it's very predictive for guys who are very good iron players and pretty good around the green. It translates very well to Memorial because in tournament, that's how you separate yourselves the best. Obviously, Colin is a great iron player. He's been tremendous around the green this year. So obviously that piques my interest. He is driving it awesome because he doesn't get in a lot of
I was
trouble.
about to say he's really good off the tee.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
get off the box, as Capras likes to say.
Get off the box.
well, and that's the thing. If,
Look at the box.
if you can avoid trouble off the tee, you are setting yourself up for a lot of success here. The wind is a little bit concerning. That's why I have not bet him yet. I want to see, because the Masters threw me through a loop with Colin, because anytime there's been a little bit of wind with Colin, he is usually melted.
Yeah.
And the Masters, he actually rose to the occasion. I think actually it was either Quail Hollow or Chuck Schwab. There was a windy round. And he actually did okay. So maybe that doesn't.
How's the wind
apply
on the
anymore.
weekend? I know it'll be decent.
Saturday. So Saturday, it's going to be pretty bad for anybody who's like a leader. So if he gets off to a good start, or he can maybe, it's somewhat, what is it, top 50 in ties, make the cut. Maybe gets hot before the wind kicks up on Saturday. Sunday is calm. So,
Okay.
maybe he probably would have a shot. Even if he gets off to a really slow start. So based on
The problem with Colin Colin gets off the hot stats when he's going to win.
Okay, so based on the guys I've already bet, I bet 3 guys 60-1. I could go Morikawa right now and probably call it a day. I'm gonna wait and see what the forecast kind of does before I do it, but I have him highlighted here, so that would be. And I feel like because you two bet him, I feel like I probably should make it a community bet because that would be really shitty. As we just said at the top of the show, that usually when we all get together, somebody hits a.
Yeah, but I think if we all bet him, he can't win then.
Yes,
right?
agree.
So I have to fall on the sword then.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I
that's
don't
the
like
play.
that.
I like it.
Oh,
like it.
okay.
You already
Well,
had your win.
benefit-
Event.
Oh, yeah, I've already had my win. Okay. All right. Let's see. So why don't we go like 20 to like 40-1? BK. So I've seen Ludwig's odds just drift. And if he if it was about a month ago, he probably would be like 15-1. And it's just because is it because of the lingering knee injury that people are maybe concerned about with him at this point?
And he missed a cut at the PGA. Like, I don't know. I think the PGA is a great comp. And for whatever reason, Ludd is really good on short positional courses, not on long, difficult tracks. And this is a long, difficult track. I think, again, 25 is a solid number on it. But that's where he deserves to be. This man has won the RSM Classic. Like, he is not fucking Michael Jordan. Like, I don't think Ludwig's as good as people prop him up to be. 25, 28. That's where he deserves to be. I don't play him on other than long, short positional courses.
All right, Cabra, how you
Long
feel about
shot positional
Ludwig
courses?
this week?
I think. Listen, I think the kid's a talent, but I mean, I'm kind of in Brian's corner as far as that goes. Like, number was way too short at the time, and now you factor in the injury. Like, look, he's wearing a brace still. I'm good, man. There's enough variance in golf. I don't have to bet on a clearly injured golfer. Like, I'm good. I'll pass.
Okay. All right. I think the tiebreaker for me is he hasn't been very good around the green lately. So, and again, like if I'm going with that's very predictive to success, especially if it's going to be really windy too. That's going to neutralize some of the ball striking this week. You know, it's going to make it really tough. So if he's not, all that great around the green, that's probably a disqualifier. And he got the knee injuries. But I tell you, the 30-1 though.
Where is he 30-1?
He's on Bet
Yeah,
Online.
where's that? I see
Bet Online. He was 30-1.
Wow,
I know. So
that's intriguing.
That was intriguing to me at that point, but we'll see. All right, Capper, why don't I throw to you your favorite golfer or two favorite golfers? You got to pick one, JT or Cantlay. Who are you picking?
Why the fuck? Why, like, you do that on purpose? Like, I don't like that. It's not fair.
We're doing a show. We're trying to entertain people, and you hate.
I don't like
golfers,
either.
So you
had to pick. You had to bet $100 on one of them.
Can I pick violent car crash on the way?
No. Pick one.
I'll take. Fuck. I guess I'll take JT.
I agree. I think JT wins soon. I like him at the Travelers. I think JT's trending, and I think he's
trending in the right direction. Cantlay just seems like a fucking mess.
Steve, what do you think about JT like 45 next week?
45 at Pinehurst.
Pinehurst, yeah.
So irons have been good. They're trending, and he's been really good around the green.
Yeah.
It's a putting, man. He just can't figure it the fuck out.
I mean,
I don't know.
It's been years since he's putted well. Years.
I know, but still 45 JT next week, in my opinion, is a good bet.
I'd have to go back and look at the trends because I know when I looked at the Pinehurst 2014 leaderboard, because everyone talks about how difficult it is around the greens. Well, everybody who was in the top 10 sucked around the greens coming in because you just putt from everywhere and it just neutralized it. I'd have to go back and see because the greens are really difficult to putt on too. If that kind of neutralized things as well. So I know Keegan finished top 10 that year and he wasn't a very good putter. So I'd have to go back and look, but trending.
We can save it for next week.
Trending iron play was something I noticed with guys coming into that Pinehurst. Even Eric Compton was killing it with the irons coming in.
Dude,
so,
you don't have to tell us that. We all knew that.
Clearly. So, no, of the two, I would pick JT. Cantlay, I remember when he was just this long and straight machine, and the dude just cannot find fairways anymore. I really think this nonsense that he's doing with SSG and trying to negotiate the future of golf, it has to be.
Well, that just shows
messing with him right now
that he's as mentally weak as I always thought he was. If he can't fucking do two goddamn things at once, and one is muscle memory for Cantlay at this point. You know what I mean? Like, how much is he really tweaking his shit? Like, I don't know. I don't like Cantlay. So
Okay.
please don't come to me and kill me and then put me in your basement.
Okay. All right. BK, Fleetwood was a pretty popular pick last week. He does fit a lot of things you kind of look for a guy at Memorial. You know, drives are relatively well. The iron's been pretty good around the green. He's played this twice, has been terrible, but this was kind of before he was really Tommy Fleetwood. Any interest in him this week at about 40-1?
I mean, do you understand how embarrassing it is for him for Bobby Mack and Matthew Pavon to have PGA Tour wins before him? Like, genuinely, like, that is so unbelievable that Matthew Pavon won in his third start on the PGA Tour. Bobby Mack wins in like his 40th, and Fleetwood's been trying for like 5-6 years, and he can't get it done. No, I'm completely out on Tommy Fleetwood.
Okay.
Love it. The
All
question
right,
you ask yourself when you're betting Tommy Fleetwood, is it in America? Yes or no? Yes, no. No betting him in America.
I'm just out on betting him like in general. Like he doesn't have dollars.
I fell into the trap last week thinking he was.
Yeah, that was a terrible bet.
Yeah, I know it was. I know.
Hand up.
Huh?
Hand up, like you admitted.
Yeah, hand up. Bad bet. Hand up. Bad bet.
Okay.
And I even said when I made it, I knew it was a bad bet. I was doing it because Brian. So here's why I did it. So I had a Fleetwood ticket when I had the hat attack, and when I came out, I went to go like hang out and watch golf, and I had the Fleetwood ticket right after having a heart attack, and that's what he did to me at the Canadian Open. I figured maybe the golf gods would give me one back after trying to send me back to the hospital. You know what I mean? No, golf gods.
No, that was fair. That's like fair.
Okay. All right. I'm intrigued with a positional maybe for Fleetwood. I like some of the things he's doing. What I think he can do to this golf course. I don't really care about the course history that was so long ago. He also owes me money. He finished T21 to screw me last week out of a positional, so I kind of want my money back with him. But yeah, I think I agree with you. Like, why would I all of a sudden pick Tommy to win this event? So, all right, over 40-1. BK, what bets you got between like 40-1, 70-1? Let's go.
I got a lot. I'm betting like Colin and a bunch of these guys. I think my favorite bet of the week is Keegan 70-1.
Let's go.
Like the dude is off the box is unbelievable right now. He is hitting his driver so well right now. If that part of his game is dialed, then like I trust him a lot because he can spike with the irons. He's good in difficult conditions. He's a good bent grass putter. I trust him to win now. Like 70-1, no brainer. Also, me and Scout were talking about it. Maybe a little double Memorial US Open back to back. Keegan will win or be first round leader one of the next 2 weeks. That is a guarantee.
Okay. And you just gave me an erection. If that happens, I will be so fucking happy.
At least first round leader. Like at least first round leader. Steve, can we sell you on Keeks?
No, he's highlighted, and I probably will ultimately end up betting.
Oh, so he's dead. So he's dead now.
Dead. So he's dead now?
Dead. Yeah, we all can't be on him.
Fine, then I'll have to pick somebody else then. No, I mean, I agree. He's been absolutely killing the driver lately, hitting a ton of fairways. The iron play has been awesome, great around the green. Like, it's really what I'm looking for here.
What do you guys think about Benny on? Can he win?
No way. Not at that number.
So
where I'm at, he's steamed. He's steamed down where I'm at. He's like
I think he sprays it too much, and I think that's gonna. Yeah, he's a big bomber all over the place, and I mean that might work for 1 or 2 rounds, but I mean that's gonna end up that's gonna lead to like a 76 at some point.
Yeah.
So I think I'm out on him, and I've also noticed that when he is popular, he does not rise to the occasion.
Sure.
So, all right,
it wasn't he the one on Twitter who was like worried because everybody was backing him? Didn't he tweet something?
Yeah, someone was at Honda. It was like it's been on week, and then he like put the gif of the guy going into the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he looks at the chart.
Maybe he does. Maybe he does.
Might. All right, Capper. What about you? What about a couple other guys you bet in this range?
So I bet Keegan, and then bet Siwoo.
Okay.
I bet Wyndham Clark because Wyndham Clark, I don't give a fuck. Anytime I see Wyndham Clark at this number, I am going to bet him. It is ridiculous that he is next to Tom Kim and Cam Young and Shane Lowry, all fucking certified goddamn bums. It is ridiculous. Like the books don't respect him at all. Like at all. Like I don't understand why the golf.
He was good here last year.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it just makes no sense to me. Like it makes no sense.
Okay.
It just makes no sense to me.
Who did you bet, Steve?
So I've officially bet the guys I bet over 60-1 right now. I bet Sam Burns is 60-1. I just think he's been
Why?
trending in the right direction. The iron play has been really good. One thing about Burns, too, that I really like is you kind of think of him as a fire hose. He's been driving the ball really good the last couple of tournaments, hitting a bunch of fairways.
Steve,
So
I was on Burns last week.
I was as well.
Stinks.
So
Stinks.
it doesn't like I can't think of a single time he's played well on like a big, long, difficult track. He's good. I feel like he's a really good wedge player. I'm saying this, I want to bet him. Like, I want to be convinced, but I feel like anytime it's like a difficult, long golf course, he sucks. He's like, even Colonial, like, that's shorter, like a lot of wedges. I don't know. That's my biggest concern. I want to bet him, though.
I mean, I just feel like the tools that he brings to the table, like, he should
He's
be
a tool.
better. I mean, he did finish T16 last year. So
Yeah.
I just like the skill sets, what he's doing right now. I think he's driving the ball awesome. The iron play is trending.
Yeah.
It's on Data Golf, their most correlated golf course this place is Innisbrook. So that kind of sold me as well.
Data Golf, known winners. Data Golf with a negative 5,080% ROI.
Okay, well, Keegan's pretty good at Innisbrook, and you're picking him to win. So
Don't care. I'll use a
Don't
different.
care.
Wait, I never bet him. I bet Big Tone this week.
Tony Finau.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, gained 9 strokes on approach at the PGA Championship. Ball struck it really well at Colonial. Hits a big fade. Power hitter off the tee. Cannot putt. I don't know. 65-1 on Big Tone. Like, I feel like that's a solid play the way he's been hitting the ball. Are
So
you
what you
guys
said-
down?
So what you said about Burns on like a big, tough, long golf course, Tony Finau with like a good field.
I'm
Like,
with you.
You know what I mean?
But
Like it's just tough.
65, I think he's found something in his game a little bit.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not in on Tone this week.
You're not. I can't sell you on Big T.
I don't like how he's driving the ball.
He drove it well at fucking Colonial.
I don't know. His overall numbers I don't like. So I'm out on him.
I have a
That's
hunch.
probably
I
a
know,
good
but
field.
to be fair, I might be the worst Tony Finau better of all time. Like, I am so bad at betting him.
Okay.
But regardless, I have a feeling with Big T this week.
All right. Another guy I bet playing a little better lately. Top 10 at Colonial, top 10 at Quail Hollow recently. I bet Sungjae. I think he's been playing pretty good golf right now. A lot of the correlated golf courses, the guys play well there. He played, do pretty well at Memorial. He checks a lot of those boxes, hits a lot of fairways. Iron play is trending up. Talk about if he can get it done on a big boy golf course. I mean, he just played pretty well at Quail Hollow, so I know he can do well here. And I got him like 65-1 for a guy who seems like he's playing pretty good golf right now.
Now, I know you're not on Twitter.
Cam, hold on a second. Hold on. Cam, do you have the Amy Winehouse? They try to make me go to rehab drop. Do you have that by any chance for fucking Steve? I've been telling him to stop betting this fucking knucklehead who he wastes money on. Week
Steve,
after
do you
week
bet
after week.
Sanjay a lot?
Yes, he does.
This is the first time in a while I bet Sungjae.
In a while, you've been bet him at least twice this year.
Yeah, and that was in like February.
Wait, Steve. So I know you're not on Twitter. Do you know who his caddy is?
It's
Willie
Willie
Wilcox, he knows.
Wilcox. Yeah.
The guy golfs 24/7. The guy cares more about his own golf game than Sungjae Im's golf game. Like, all he's posting on Twitter is just like after the round, him just like ripping drivers and shit. I think he needs a new caddy on the bay because Will Wilcox he is not a real caddy. He is still focused on his own golf game. And I just want to let you know that that's my biggest concern with Sungjae Im is his caddy, Will Wilcox. And I know you don't see it on Twitter.
Listen, you know what? Ignorance is bliss, and he's just trying to get back to the big show. Okay.
Okay.
It's just I can respect that. Last guy I bet here, the iron play has been really up and down with him. He's flashed a little bit. But I'm thinking about like windy conditions. He's been really good at Memorial. I bet Fitzpatrick 65-1.
I hate it.
You hate it?
I also hate it.
Okay. All right. Why do you hate it?
No,
Why do you
I
hate
don't
it?
know why. For whatever,
Space.
no, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, when I pod with Steve, like I always feel like I don't like his picks, and I genuinely like feel bad because I genuinely value Steve's golf insight so much. But I'm very quick to be like, I hate that pick. My reasoning against Fitz is because I've done the Fitz thing. I've done the Fitz at a big ballpark, should be a good fit, can win at a good number, and he's been shit. He's been absolute shit. And I don't know if you've done the Fitz thing this year, but I've done it, and he's been terrible. So it's more of a place of like, I've done that, like at a good number, good course fit this year, and he's been terrible. So that is my biggest concern. How about yourself?
Okay. I like the number.
Steve,
I like the fact
Steve, you know I have no reason other than my disdain for the human being named Matthew Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
So you can just disregard.
All right. I like the number. I like it's going to be windy conditions. I like the fact that it might neutralize some ball striking. He's been really good in difficult conditions. And the fact that anytime you're on the show and I'm with the show with you, I usually hit a winner. So,
I know.
You know
that's also a big part of it.
So that's also a telltale sign. You have to hate one of my picks. That is how I end up winning bets.
I didn't hate Akshay or Hovland. I did not.
Okay.
Right. I liked both of those.
Okay.
But I really need Fitz to play bad this week because I told Andy it was the worst bet on the board. And he always tells me my bets are the worst, but when I tell him his, he gets really upset and he'll dunk on me. So like
Did you see how mad Steve just got at us? Like
No,
that's Steve mad, by the way. That face that you saw and that certain elevated tone, that's Steve.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
No, I will eat crow if Fitz plays well this week.
Listen, you know what? All right, it's me and Andy versus you two then. All right.
Yeah, I mean, who? I mean, me and Capper. I mean, we dive into the stats. We know what's up.
Okay, so those are the only three. Those are the only three bets I have. Obviously, I'm circling Colin, or I could dip down and just start peppering the 40 to 61 range of like Keegan, Wyndham Clark. That's a guy I had highlighted as well. Siwoo, like guys like that.
What about Connors? That guy is fucking ball striking. I know he's a fucking loser. I get it.
You gonna bet him?
I know.
You bet him last week. What happened?
I did bet him last week. I figured,
Yeah,
it didn't work out. But
you're a Connors
no,
guy.
I mean I don't know. What?
You're a Connors guy, like difficult conditions.
Yeah, I guess kind of.
Steve, he's a Connors guy.
He is a Connors guy. He also used to think he was a bomber as well, and I had to correct
That was like
him.
fucking. How many years ago was that? You prick.
That was
stats back.
relatively recently too. Within the last year, you said.
That was not recent. This was when the fucking podcast first started. I wasn't looking at fucking like.
Capper was probably like
the
3 gin and
306
tonic
and
Steve, just like
310.
Connors is a bomber. What?
Oh, Connors, fucking bomber. Yeah, that's how that happened.
What do you guys think of Will Zizzle?
Never. He's never winning a tournament.
Tempted.
No more tournaments. He's never winning again.
He's been solid here.
He's been. Well, I mean, what was it? 5th and like a 30th or something.
Yeah.
So he's shown flashes. He's down to like 75 to 1 at this point.
Well, that's
I don't know.
number.
I'm thinking about. He's highlighted too. I'm thinking about him, but it's been rough with him. Like ever since he had that back scare.
Yeah. He didn't have a back scare.
Yeah, he did. Remember, he like pulled out of the tournament. So he's like, "All right, I got to manage my back."
He was just like, "I don't want to play the Byron Nelson." Like, I don't think that was anything. Granted, he probably did peak when he went back to back at API and Genesis, but still, 75 to 1, long, difficult track. We might be holding on to something that's not there anymore. I bet it, but I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's a better bet than Cam Young. I'll give you that.
So he didn't want to play Byron Nelson, and then he came back to Wells Fargo T60, Valhalla T43. Like, I mean, if we're gonna say like Ludwig is just all of a sudden broken now, like you can't give Zalatoris a pass based on those results either.
He had one bad round.
But the difference is it's 75 to 1.
Yeah,
and
I don't like. I'm not like Zal's a flag plant, but I can be convinced. I'm probably chasing something that.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. He's highlighted as well. Let's see. Anybody else like past 70 to 1? Any bombs, BK? You bet?
Big Dick Rick, first round leader.
Oh, fuck this.
You know,
like 8 strokes ball striking last week.
He's starting to drive the ball better.
Big Dick Rick
Go for it.
trying a new putter.
He's pretty
Trying
good
a new
here.
putter this week.
Does
Doing
he
a
have a new
little
putter?
lab
Did he get it
action.
after you've done deep throating Zach Johnson to get on the Ryder Cup team?
Oh, get out of here.
Never over it. I hope Ricky never wins anything.
That he was
Ever
bad.
again.
I mean, like in looking back, the U.S. team had some bad golfers.
Yes,
Because
that's what we were saying for months.
Johnson. Yeah. Listen, I was very happy to cash all my Euro bets, but I was also not happy that my boy
Because you're an
got left
American.
off. Yeah,
You're
but I
a
don't
red
care.
blooded, cigarette smoking, drinking American. And you don't want to see them lose to no European wussies. So
I'm not from Philly. That's a Philly accent you're doing.
I was
That's
trying to
Philly
do a
accent
southern
you're doing.
accent.
It was a, you know, that was like
I was
Virginia.
expecting
would say.
water
Kinda
rice,
in
getting the
between.
water rice over there.
I like Taylor Moore, Red State. You play.
Ooh, I
Taylor
don't mind that.
Moore. He's
200, right?
solid. Lee Hodges, he just missed out on the chart. Lee Hodges is a very popular pick. What do you guys
What about
think
Seamus?
about Lee? No.
I mean, look, accurate player is a really good ball striker. So, you know, I mean, we've seen that work here even though he doesn't have a lot of pop off the tee, we've seen that work at the Memorial. So, you know, at 200 to 1, you know, probably get decent odds for a top 20 bet. You know, that's
Lee
not
Hodges
shitty.
top
Not
20.
bad.
I'll ride that shit.
That's not bad. I don't mind the Ricky play. Rose is playing a little better lately.
I like Rose too.
Yeah, I mean, good showing at Valhalla, T32 at Colonial, really good here. So that's not terrible.
But
You know, Austin Eckroth's playing all right.
He's
Guys-
popular though.
Is he? Like DFS
Yeah.
popular? Okay.
No, I think Austin is popular this week.
Okay. All right. That's why I guess I'm on the chart. I figured he probably would be, but
I
I don't mind the
600.
profile. Who?
dude, Straka's in some really good form, huh?
Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna bet Straka, but he's on the chart.
I don't care that much. So here's the deal. So in like forms of mushes, it goes Cam number 1 and then like huge gap, everything else. Like everything else I can take with like a grain of salt. Cam, biggest mush
Steve,
in the
do you
history of
like-
the fucking world.
I mean, Cam's actually a good better, unlike you guys.
I know. It's crazy.
I know.
Steve, what do you think about Seth?
It's because he
No,
mushes all the shit.
listen. Accurate driver, great iron player, terrible around the green. Like that's a little bit concerning, but yeah, I mean
Alba
that's a
won last
pretty
year.
good. That's a pretty good profile. You know, won at PJ National and Nicholas course. So I
You
it's
won in
very
this part of
easy.
the country?
Did he?
Yeah, John. Deere.
Illinois and
John
Iowa.
Deere.
Yeah.
Illinois and Ohio.
They're the same.
It's-
If you take Chicago out of Illinois,
It's 2 states
they are
apart.
one state.
It is the
Doesn't matter.
same state.
Everything in between doesn't
Bumfuck,
matter either.
Middle of nowhere. I want to live with its people.
That's
And
right.
the
Fly
taxes
over
are
state.
high.
Fly over. I'm a coastal elite. Fly over state.
Okay. All right. Why don't we recap who we bet before and maybe talk briefly about Liv with BK. So BK, who's your betting card right now?
Colin, Big Tone, Keegan, Straka, Zal.
Okay.
Like it.
Capper, what about you?
All right. Colin Keegan. I'm adding Straka. Siwoo, Windy C. I think I'll add somebody else. That's probably it.
Okay. I'm on Burns, Fitzpatrick, Sung Jae. I'm sorry, guys. I'm probably going to end up going either Colin or Keegan to make it, trifecta there.
No, we're gonna win. We're gonna win this week.
You're gonna win.
And then we'll see how the card plays out. Maybe add one more. Maybe I could squeeze in Zalatoris. Just if he's 75-80 to 1, I probably could just say screw it. Just throw the end of the card there. Sep's probably going to be positional for me only.
All
yeah,
the more reason for me to bet it outright if you're gonna go positional.
that's true.
Has that happened this year, Steve?
Several times, probably 7 times.
This year,
Yeah,
there's 0% chance.
I don't know. I probably made that up, but
What?
I am very famous for
Name a
top
few.
10.
Name a few this year.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and look, dude.
Like Scotty top 10 at the Masters doesn't count.
No, that's not it.
Like, did you bet Austin?
Xander PGA?
Doesn't count.
Why doesn't that count?
Because Xander's a perfect top 10 bet. He just happened to win.
Well, there you go. You wanted a perfect.
Yeah, but it's
example.
not like betting Austin Eckroth top 20 and he wins Honda.
That's right.
Let's see.
That is bad.
I'd have to go back and look.
Okay.
So, all right. All right, Liv. So we're going to do our show. So I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But BK, going back to the Golf Club of Houston, site of the Shell Houston Open from 2006 to 2019. Reese Jones design. Not a great golf course, but hey, a lot of Liv golf courses are not very good. So BK, who you like this week? What are you looking for with the
I don't know what what do you like?
What do I like?
Like, what is the course like?
So a lot of water. I would say it's probably similar to probably what you saw at Doral a little bit. Not way easier than Doral,
Okay.
but it has one of the highest penalty rates for penalty shots incurred off the tee. Just a lot of water off the tee.
So now that you said that, I didn't realize this was the same course that they played that at.
Yeah. Russell Henley dominated here. So try and think of golf courses that
Like
Russell
Gooch,
Henley.
kind of.
Yeah, Gooch also
And
finished top
Patton.
10. He finished top 10 when it was in the fall in 2020.
That wasn't the same course, though.
No, it was.
Really?
It was. Yeah. So what happened was it was technically it was actually 2019 before COVID. They moved the Houston Open at the Golf Club of Houston to the fall, the one won by Lance Griffin. So it was actually all Bermuda at that point, but yes, it was the Golf Club of Houston. Terrible.
Okay, I
field.
like Gooch.
But yes, Gooch probably fits a lot of what you're
What
looking
about
for
Hatton?
this week. Hatton probably works as well. He hasn't been driving all that great though. At least on
What
Liv.
about our guy Richard Bland?
You could go Blandy.
What about Chikara?
No.
What? He qualified for the U.S. Open.
Great. He probably has no incentive to do well this week. It's gonna be 107 heat index, by the way, guys. This is a terrible idea for these.
Oh,
guys.
I'm not betting the Euros then.
I said it on my pod. Joaquin Niemann is an
Patty Reed.
embarrassment. Everyone that
it
was going on Twitter saying Joaquin Niemann is a top 5 player in the world and he deserves to be in all the majors is an idiot. I mean, the guy, it just shows that live means nothing. And that whatever these fucking wins slapdick in fucking Europe or whatever, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't, it irks me that people propped up Joaquin Niemann and the guy's 30-1 to win a fucking major because he won some random events on Live and he can't even get into the U.S. Open and did shit in the first 2 majors. I'm out. I'm out on Joaquin Niemann. As a golfer, as a person, as a concept, I'm out.
As a Neiman defender, I have no comeback to that.
Yeah, it's tough. I miss him. I wish he never left.
Yeah. I have a lot of
Okay.
fond memories of Neiman,
But you're right.
I can't defend any of that.
Like,
So we
it's
can't bet
just-
any fair-skinned
Dean
Europeans.
Burmeister is the best golfer on Live. Dean Burmeister might be a top 10 player. in the
Burmey's
world.
playing good. He's playing good golf.
Yeah, I mean, there's no argument for me on that.
No, Dean
I
Burmeister can win Pinehurst.
I cashed a couple bets on it.
Steve, come on. Dean Pinehurst, 100-1. Come on.
Sure.
You're in?
No, I'm not in.
Really?
I'll do that
No.
one with you. That makes
To
sense.
win the
makes sense to me.
Dean Burmeister to win the U.S. Open.
Dean
No.
Burmeister
Yeah.
could be a top 10 player in the world.
Yeah. How old do you think Dean Burmeister is, by the way?
I'm gonna say
33.
I'll say 29.
Okay. Dean Burmeister is 35 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Really?
late.
He's hitting his
Yeah.
prime.
Oh, hitting
Hit
his
his
prime. Okay.
Hitting his prime.
Hitting
What
his
did
prime.
Keimer win the U.S. Open? How old was he?
Who?
Teal?
Keimer was probably like 27.
No, he's
No.
Yeah.
older than that.
Martin Keimer's only like 39 years old.
He's got to be 43.
No, Martin Keimer's 39 years old, so he won it at 29. And yeah, Keimer's completely washed, and he hasn't even hit 40 yet. It's kind of
I like Keimer this week. He get like a lot on approach at the PGA.
I'm
Okay.
betting Patty Reed, Bland. Oh no, but he's a
You're
pale
spoiling
fucking
the
Englishman
show,
in
sir.
Steve, were you on Keimer in 2014 at the Players?
I
of
don't
the
think
US
I don't think I was betting golf yet.
You weren't, but like I don't get why he was
Yeah.
such high odds and he won the Players that year.
Because he really wasn't doing much of anything that year. So, and you got to remember,
also,
you also
30
had,
people in the country did golf with
you
that.
got to remember too that he won the Players that year, but this was also after. So he completely changed his swing after being the number 1 player in the world because he wanted to go play Augusta. He wanted to get hit, I think, a fade or a draw, whatever. And completely lost his game. So when he won the Players, it was completely out of nowhere. It's probably like, okay, that's a fluke. And then he's backing up and win the U.S. Open. So he was not
Do
the
you
Martin.
think? Do you think Martin Keimer had like an underrated career?
I think he does. Yeah, he was a really like his stretch from like 2009 to 2011 was really good. Won the PGA there.
That was
and then,
right.
And then,
that was right when I was getting into golf. When he won the Players, that was like right when I was getting into golf, and like that was a great storyline for the Players, like locally here. Like it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, for a guy that didn't really have an injury history to flame out really after 5 years, it's kind of shocking and sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that
Bo
period
Jackson
was pretty. Well, he got injured, sir. But yeah, I think that was a very underrated period of golf for him. I mean, listen, 2 majors and a Players, he got #1 in the world. So
yeah,
yeah,
good for him. But that was when the OGR didn't count because it was like the Europe tour, like gave him mad points and stuff.
I mean, a lot of good players are over on the Euro Tour, so
but like Lee Westwood was #1 player in the world. No.
I mean, it was a little bit of a vacuum in talent at that point.
But like, still, like, no, if you've never won the PGA Tour, you shouldn't be #1 in the world.
That's a fact.
He's won twice on the PGA Tour, but okay.
Who?
He won at Southwind. He won, I think, one other event.
Lee Westwood?
Yeah,
I take it back. I apologize.
He definitely won the FedEx. But yeah, I mean, whatever. You know, he only won once or twice.
How does the FedEx not count?
Because it's bullshit.
Well, this was before. This was when it was before the U.S. Open. And it got dog shit fields, and then FedEx said, "Hey, listen, we want better fields. We're pump up the prize money, but you guys better get all the best players here." So.
Didn't we all hit Keegan at the Zozo?
So that's why I probably should.
No.
Yeah, jump on. Yeah.
Keegan is winning this week. Parlay with the U.S.
Thank you.
Fine. Okay.
All right. I'm heading out.
Okay.
Be good.
All right.
Later, boy.
Okay.
All right.
So that is the end of this show. We'll be back in probably 20 minutes or so. We will actually do a live show, by the way, even though we kind of spoiled everything. But yes, we will be doing an actual live show. So if you want our live picks, stick around and we will do it then. So, all right. I got nothing else. Do you have anything else?
Nope. Go follow Cam on Twitter at Golf Game on Pod. You can follow me on Twitter too at Boston_Capper. Go find Steve in our Discord. And
all right.
Look at that. And yeah, you'll be back in like 20-ish minutes. Take the dogs out. Let Steve get his Google map up. And look, I feel like the live event is prime picking. We've been all fucking around it. Look, it's coming. I feel like we're getting a live event this week. Let's go.